Greetings, loyal minions, friends and haters. Welcome back to the Sci Show, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people who like storms. Sorry, I'm distracted. There's lightning happening outside the window. I am in the office. There's lightning, there's thunder, there has been, and now there's rain. None of that matters. We're here to talk about the birthday summon portal. So we have now got the list of heroes that will be available in the summons, in the birthday summons, along with a list of heroes that we can choose as our featured heroes. I love that mechanic in the game where you can actually change the hero that's featured, just to give yourself a little bit better chance of getting the hero you actually want. So to start with, I'm just going to run through a little bit, but stay tuned. I will go through that list of heroes as well, and a quick scroll through all of the heroes that will be available in the portal. So we can see here there's no classic heroes. So the portal does not contain any Season 1 heroes, and some of the other heroes are coming with the costumes and has a double chance bonus similar to the Goblin summon. So good chance that if you get, well, not a good chance, if you summon a legendary hero, you get a second different non-featured legendary hero for free. So just keep in mind that the second one won't be one of the ones that you've got selected, but there are plenty of good heroes that won't be featured as well. So 5 featured heroes in total. The 2 fixed featured heroes will be the new Wildcat heroes. And I may even have a quick look at those Wildcat heroes. Obviously, this is from beta, so Wildcat family has a bonus for 1, 2, 3 heroes of 5, 10, 15% chance to dodge special skills. I won't put up any images or anything. They're not in the game yet, so I won't go there. We have Leone and Rajesh, and Leone is a 5-star power, 1170, so a little bit stronger than the heroes we've seen recently. Pretty good all-around stats, slightly low on the defense, but very good attack and pretty good HP. A nature rogue, fast speed, and we'll just run through it quick. So 9 lives. This is a passive. When defeated, the character has a 75% chance to revive at the beginning of the next turn, with 50% health and 75% mana. So that's very, very high chance of a revive with half health as well. Activates up to 9 times. Chance to revive is reduced on each activation and can't be prevented with status ailments or passive skills. So yeah, it looks like any passive skills that sort of restricts revive will not work against that passive. Yeah. We also have the trait there, which is Live Frame. So the character is not affected by effects that increase or reduce defense. So that also works against attack buff, so you can't give it an attack buff. I like that mechanic as well. It just adds a little bit of variety into the game. Look, I do apologise for all the sort of different colours on the screens here, but the special skill, which is running at fast speed, Claws of the Lioness, Super Scratch deals 240% clawing damage to the target and nearby enemies. Deals 360% damage against enemies with minions or mega minions. Enemies with minions or mega minions receive -30 defense for 5 turns. The target and nearby enemies receive 1500 surge bleed damage over 5 turns. So that's a 300 per turn, which is good. If the target already has this effect, the duration will be refreshed and the damage will be increased by 250, maximum total damage 3000. So pair a couple of those together, and that could have a really, really good effect on just increasing that damage and making it higher. So the passive looks like the most impressive part, which is the 9 lives. But again, I will wait. I don't want to go too far into these because they may change when they're actually released. And we have Rajesh, 1170 power as well. The stats looking pretty decent. A red druid, average speed. The same passive with that revive, which is really looking crazy. That's just going to really annoy people. Be interesting to see. It says it can't be prevented with status ailments or passive skills. Presuming it won't be allowed in the Bloody War with no revive, but that will be interesting to keep an eye on. If it can work in that, that will make it very, very sort of a sought-after hero. And this one also has the Leaf frame, so again, it's immune to status effect buffs and ailments, positive and negative stacks, growth and wither effects also that do increase or reduce defense. So very interesting. Sorry, did I say offense? I think I might have said attack for the first one. No, it was defense. Okay. Apologies for that. Special skill, Royal Meatball Buffer. That sounds quite interesting. Royal Meatball Buffer. Cleanses all status ailments from all allies, increases all allies' mana by 5% for each cleansed ailment. So fantastic, straight up against any ailment casters where you're cleansing them and getting the 5% mana. It's a lot of mana, so that's nice. Keeping in mind it doesn't safely cleanse, so any of those dangerous ones that give you extra damage afterwards, yeah, just watch out for those. All allies bypass defensive buffs with their attacks for 4 turns. If any defensive buffs are bypassed, the attacking allies' mana increased by 10%. So that's really good. Those defensive buffs like counter attacks, if someone has a counter attack up, you can bypass it, and you're also getting mana, so that's really, really good. I'd presume if you are an attack 3 or an attack all and you bypass 3 different heroes with counter attack, that's 30% mana straight up. It doesn't say it only activates once, so interesting there. All allies resist new negative mana effects for 4 turns, and their mana is increased by 15% for each resisted effect. Negative mana effects. Okay, so very, very good support here. Also a stack down the bottom. All allies get plus 30% attack. Plus 30%, that is huge if you get a few of those on there. So that can go up to 300%. It doesn't say there's a maximum there, so that's interesting as well. But yeah, very, very good support hero. Pair that with the right sort of heroes against the right teams, and it's going to be extremely powerful. Anyway, that's a quick look at those new heroes. We'll zoom back now. Back to the birthday summon. 5 featured heroes. We've gone through that. Available heroes. This is a different... so we're going to look at the appearance rates now. So we've got rare hero 71%, epic 26.5. No one cares about those. We don't want the 3s and 4 stars. Legendary non-featured is 2%, and the legendary featured hero is 0.5%, keeping in mind that you do get the bonus if you get one. Also, the normal legendary hero of the month, 1.3%. Birthday cake on top of it. We'll have a quick look at the costs, and then I will get into the heroes that are available. So we have the single summon 400 gems, summon 10, 3,400, and summon 30, 9,400. Look, it is a little more expensive. We do see this in any of the portals that don't have the sort of classic heroes and that type of thing. I personally wish it wasn't as expensive, especially with that lower sort of the featured of 0.5, but you do get 2%. It's a reasonable percent compared to some of the portals, but there is a large pool of heroes, and you may get something that's not overly worthwhile. But if you do get a legend, you do get another on top of it. So it's looking pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the heroes. I will also mention the birthday summon, 17th of March. I should have already said that. That is so slack by me. 3 user selectable featured heroes, as we've mentioned. I was actually going to throw a 15-star Titan hit on the end of this video. However, we didn't get a 15-star Titan. So yeah, the news on the Titan said that we would need to kill a 14-star, which we did, but obviously, it was a timing issue. So let me know if you would like to see a 15-star Titan once they come out. And yeah, I'll make a video for that. Also keep an eye out. There's some discussion with Small Giant just regarding some possible redemption codes and sort of things that we may be able to start using. So can't say too much, but yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. All right, onto the user selectable featured hero list. So this is looking fantastic. This from a couple of names I can see. We've got Fergus, Astrid, Rosalind, Regin, Vard, Hridemar, Collier, Sable, Sludgus, Beowulf, Silverpaw, Delphila, Armoured One Charmin, Hrothgar, Quarry, Bearnadette, Dima, Maisie, Dagger, and Ott. So absolutely fantastic list there of 20 heroes that you can then choose to be your featured 3 of those you can choose to be your featured hero. So I love that functionality. There's many good ones in there. I personally would probably be going Fergus, Astrid, and probably Beowulf. There's many good options in there for different reasons. I just, Fergus is cool. Beowulf looks cool. So yeah, there's some absolutely fantastic heroes. Keep that in mind. If you're planning on spending anything this month, looking at your gems, just try and assess based on these heroes. You might see these heroes even appear in other summons portals, so it could just be an option as to whether you want to hold off until the birthday summon or whether you want to go at them early. So that's why I'm throwing this out there, just to give you the information to make sure you're making the best possible decision. And we now look at all the heroes that are available. I'm not going to even talk through these. I'm just going to quickly scroll through them. There's obviously a lot of older heroes here, but there's also some very good heroes. Someone like a Luna, fantastic for the treasure quest. It's a very long list. You can see here there's a lot of costumes involved. Hopefully there's a lot on the list that you would like the look of, and again, it just helps you decide whether you want to do summons in this particular portal. I do apologise if I'm going a little bit too quickly. My fingers tend to have a mind of their own and just, circle around like crazy and flick up and down and do their own thing. Won't say any more about that. So costume Jiao Chan, so a lot of people still loving using her. Not at those top levels anymore, but see some recent heroes like Antaros from the Season of Love. So lots of fantastic heroes, a lot of older heroes as well. Keep that in mind. There is a good chance you may receive one of those. Just keep all those odds in mind. But the most important thing, Phantom of the Opera, lots of, Von Rothbart, very good hero still. So a lot of very good heroes. Sorry, I'm going a little bit quicker now because I am. Just feel free to pause it and have a look if you really want to see them, but you can also jump into the forums. A big thank you to Eliot33 for putting all this information together. Does a fantastic job. Guardian Elephant, fantastic against the treasure quest as well. That's just fresh on my mind. I did do a video regarding the treasure quest. Go check that out if you haven't already. If you're struggling to get through. So we can see there's a lot of heroes available in this summons portal. That is a crazy amount. Mean, another one for the treasure quest. We've got the moth heroes in there, Grovet, etc. So a lot of new heroes, hero of the months. That is absolutely huge work. So again, thanks Elioti. And we'll soon back up to the important ones. Probably giving you some sort of like motion sickness. All right, back onto the legendary heroes, just to give you another look. I think that is the most important part to look at here, so you can assess where you may want to spend your summons or if you want to keep them for the birthday summon. I hope that information helps you with your choices. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press the subscribe button, give me a like, throw me a comment. I love responding to comments. Give your kitty a scratch for me, and have a good one.